might, but you know, this is 50 years ago, so, and I'm ready for some of his ideas, so I'll present some of them. Okay. No, what? There we have him. Look at that beautiful man. Okay. The term, this is a beautiful, he really was so original in his thinking. The term spaceship Earth is of his invention. He was the first to look at the Earth as one home for all of us. Just our home, and we're steering the spaceship, and we gotta take care of it. Okay. What's my next slide? I forgot. Here's some of the things that he invented. But we'll get to it.
Car?
Yeah, he actually invented a car. Yeah, that is kind of a special car, but it never, yeah, well, it manifested, but nobody was interested in it. But, okay. Yeah, this is. Okay, one of the things he was very fond of precise language, and he can make a connection to our topic of today, like from the worldviews. Like we kind of when we see the wind, we feel that it's like it's blowing, and we face the wind and we feel it blowing on our bodies. Well, that's not true. Yeah, well, you feel it, but that's not how it works. The wind is air, and you know you cannot push air. It will not work. You know, when you push air, it will just go around the thing that is pushing it. The wind is not pushed. The wind is pulled. When you have wind, you have a high air pressure field and a low pressure field. And like in our mental conception, we think it's the high air pressure field which pushes the wind to the low pressure. But the wind works the other way around. It is actually the low pressure field which sucks the wind. The wind is not blowing, the wind is being sucked. What we can discover here is our mental inclination of active stance in the world, like you push something, and pull is more gentle, it's like receiving. So this is one place that our way of viewing the world shows up. Yeah?
So airplane is actually pulled up and not pushed up, like
yeah.
logically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the wind from the west actually comes from the east.
Yeah, the wind going to the west is coming from the east. You know, it's the same, but the wind does not change. It is the changes in our consciousness. So now the thing I'm getting at here is that when we can change our consciousness, we can invent different technology which can permeate into society rather easily, and then that different technology can again change the worldview of people who use it. So that is really my point. That is the lever that I'm talking about. And that is why I think it's relevant to discuss technology, since I'm not, well, I want an iPhone too. No, I don't. But I'm materialistic myself, of course, but it's not really about that. It's like finding a leverage point. And I think technology can be one of those points. Now, just interrupt me, because I try to be slow. Oh, apparently I get to here. Yeah, I had not finished the presentation, so we'll leave it at that. The rest will be... No, but I mean, the rest will be just me. Sorry. Okay. Thank you. Okay, I'll get back to cars for an example of technology that we use in every day. And let's look at cars. explosive technology. So you have this fuel, and you know, you kind of stick a fuse in it, and then you light it, and you wait till it explodes. And guess what? Wow, you get energy. Yes. And the energy you generate, it goes everywhere. So, whoa, okay, my precious energy. So in this kind of technology, the first thing you need to do is, contain. You need to contain the energy you created. So you need, it wants to go everywhere, you need to contain it, so you need to heavy material, like hefty steel, like, gross stuff. So, okay, you have your explosion and you have contained it. Now, okay, you're a bit out of the danger zone. Now we need to get it to work. So once you contained it, you need to channel it into something, and then you can start to do something efficient with it. Well, now, we all know it works, but I think there's room for improvement over there. Obviously. Now, look for an example of the reverse at the motion of a whirlpool. When you know the whirlpool vortex, when you pull the plug out of the bathtub, the water starts to move in a whirlpool, and energy is being generated. But the nice thing about that way is that it's not an explosion going outside, but the energy is directed inside. So the energy by itself is concentrated in a point where you can easily put your plug in it, as it were. You can tap it off from one point. So you don't need any difficult, heavy hardware, to contain it. You don't need to channel it. It is right there where you can right away start using it. So this is a fact. There are water power generators which are based on creating a vortex, and then you have like this spiral kind of screw thing underneath it where the water runs through, and that of course you have motion, so you can generate electricity, and that kind of structures, technology, are I think 60% as effective as other kinds of water generators. So you can generate power with water which flows more slow, and also fish are not harmed by it, they can just swim through it. And this is beautiful. This is beautiful. So this is one mental switch that I would like us as a culture to make, from focusing on explosive technology to an implosion technology. So how could this look? For instance, like a whirlpool, water naturally it fluently, things flow in that pattern. You actually don't have to force anything, and you can use it with wind power as well. Now the way windmills, traditional windmills work is they are like this, they try to make themselves as large as possible, so to get in the way of as much air as anything possible, and the wind is just encountering this object, and it goes through, but more it wants to go by the sides of it, there's an obstacle in the way. So what you could also do is like invite the wind, or seduce it as it were, to start doing this whirling motion. Like I don't know, maybe in some kind of a tunnel object, or I don't know, with fins on it. So it would start whirling. Now the wind that you catch in that way doesn't want to escape anymore. It only wants to go through the thing. So it speeds up, and when it's working, it will actually start sucking in air from